My talk today is titled Beyond the Seat, Creating Impact Without Waiting for Permission. In 2021, I found myself in the same space many young Nigerians know well, waiting. Fresh out of secondary school, I was waiting for the university to wrap up the current academic year so that those of us newly admitted can resume. I was also waiting for opportunities, life-changing opportunities. I was also waiting for my generation's chance to lead. Like so many of my peers, I believed that the solution was simple. We just need a seat at the table where authority lies, the table where power resides. While waiting, I saw a call for application to join the Oyo State Youth Parliament. The Oyo State Youth Parliament is just like the youth section of the Oyo State House of Assembly. So I applied because I said to myself, this must be it. The seats we've been demanding, the seats we young Nigerians have been clamoring for. I applied and survived the rigorous application process and finally got my seat at the table as the youngest member at age 17. Then, months passed. I realized that occupying a seat in a parliamentary room or attending meetings with high-level government officials, governors, commissioners, and members of the House of Assembly does not automatically translate to creating change. Let me tell you something. The way the system has been designed, the bureaucratic nature of the system, is designed in such a way that it's going to bury your best ideas even before leaving the room. You are being told to sit out your plans, your beautiful, impactful project because you don't have enough political buy-ins or because it's not covered in the budget. I started asking questions. Instead of asking questions like, how do we get more seats? How do we get more young people to come on board? I then started asking, how do we maximize our impact from wherever we are? I started asking, why won't they listen to us? Instead of asking, why won't they listen to us? I started asking, what do we need to learn? What do we need to do to make our voices valuable, not just loud? This realization made me come up with a framework for creating impact beyond the seats. This framework has 3 pillars, and each of these pillars represents a choice to act, a choice to lead, and of course, a choice to take actions without waiting for permission. The first pillar is develop before you demand. Real leadership starts with competence. We as young people, we need to build technical expertise in the issues we are trying to address. We need to understand the nitty-gritty of the challenges that is facing our society. Instead of just becoming another voice demanding for a seat, we need to understand the technical aspects of the issues we are trying to address. Last year, I saw another call for application. But this time around, I approached it differently because I've been able to build technical expertise. I've been able to build a clear path for making impact. I was selected to join the European Union Youth Sounding Board, Nigeria, which is a body set up by the European Union delegation to Nigeria and ECOWAS to seek for youth perspective, youth inputs in their policies and programs to make sure that it aligns with the yearnings of Nigerian youth. Because I came with the needed technical expertise, experience, and knowledge, I've been able to contribute meaningfully. And because we, members of the board, have shown competence, the EU don't just ask for our support, they bring us into the planning. They don't just consult us, but they collaborate with us. This can only happen when you develop before you demand. But what then happens after developing, after acquiring the needed technical expertise? The system won't just bring you on board. That's where the second pillar comes in. Create parallel structures. We live in a world now that's very beautiful because impact can be built from anywhere at any time, not tied to a particular title or institution. You can create parallel structures that is built by urgency and value to act as youth. Okay, let me give you an example. As someone working in the AI field, we're beginning to see the world change fast before our very eyes. Deepfakes now distort reality. In fact, the algorithm now pays well for, drags, banger boys, and all that on social media. You get cool cash for distorting the truth. The truth is becoming pressured, and disinformation, which is a deliberate attempt to distort the truth, to falsify something that is not true, to falsify the truth, now spread faster. By creating parallel structure in this area, we as youths can begin to educate our communities. You can educate the people around you about the media that they consume. We can begin to create parallel structures by educating them on fact-checking. We can educate them on even tracking public spending. We have different websites now. We have different organizations. You can use that medium to track public spending. You can do that for your constituency. That too is impact. That too is leadership. But what then happens after developing and also creating parallel structures? There is one thing that is still important and is the most important thing. The third pillar. Earn trust with results. You need to show the proof that your actions work. You need to be able to tell your stories. As a youth corps member, don't just say, I served in this community. Show us what you've been able to do. By serving in this community, I was able to achieve this. Because I achieved this, the people in this community now do this. Don't just say, I took this online course on, let's say, transformational leadership. Show us what you've been able to do with it. Show us the results, show us the proof. By taking this course, I've been able to impact these people and they are beginning to do this. Don't just tell us superficially. Don't just tell us you did this. Begin to document your impact. Tell your stories because you're no longer confined to a particular institution or location. The social media is our advantage. The social media is of value. Here's what I want you to remember. We do not need permission to lead. What we need is preparation and purpose. We do not need a seat at someone else's table when we can create and build our own seats that is fueled and forged by our values, determination, grit, and urgency as youths. The seat was never the destination. It's just a vehicle. And, when a vehicle is not available, you take another vehicle because the road to impact is never a single lane. Thank you.